I've talked in a previous video about how sorcerers and demons essentially need your consent in order for spell work to work on you and affect your life. And I also talked about how these entities will go about receiving your consent in a variety of deceptive ways. And so today I'm going to talk about the key to nullifying the effect of witchcraft in your life, which essentially requires you to revoke spiritual contracts and to denounce spiritual binds. Hello, beautiful people. It is Oshun Kimmy, your sage, your guru, your mystic, and your spiritual informant. Today we are talking about how to revoke witchcraft contracts that may be operating in your life or even over your lineage. So one of the first steps in this process of revoking witchcraft contracts first requires us to review the contracts that may be operating in and affecting our life. So this process essentially involves monitoring where your energy and your thoughts go on a daily basis. What are you dedicating your time and your energy to? Because we can have contracts not just with people, but with jobs, with timelines, with certain beliefs, and with certain recurring behavioral patterns. And very usually the energy behind these timelines, beliefs, and behaviors, which likely have been operating and affecting your lineage for some time. So generational contracts are real. And this is where generational curses come from. This is where familiar spirits come from. And so to have ancestral or generational curses essentially means having contracts with ancestral demons, aka familiar spirits. So if you want to know what types of contracts are operating in your life, pay attention to your daily habits, your daily thoughts, the emotions you experience daily, and the people and the places you spend a lot of time with or around. Because any energetic exchange or emotional investment is essentially an energetic agreement, and agreements are spiritual contracts. Now let's talk about the revocation process. Spiritual contracts, especially when they are related to witchcraft or curses, have to be revoked in three ways. One, these curses and these contracts have to be revoked in word. Two, they have to be revoked in emotion. And three, they have to be revoked in deed or in action. So our word, our emotions, and our deeds, aka our actions, must all be in alignment when declaring the revocation of any spiritual contract. So let's get into the first mode of revoking contracts. So when it comes to spiritual contracts, our word is our bond. The words we speak on a daily basis are spells. I've talked about the power of the tongue and the throat chakra in my previous video entitled Declare Victory over Witchcraft. So the spoken word is so powerful because it reaches across and connects various dimensions. It connects your inner world to the outer physical world because our words first begin as thoughts inside of us, and then when we speak them, we bring them into physical reality. And our word also affects the non-physical or the ethereal realm, because the words that we speak will literally reshape and reprogram our auric field and our auric codes. So yes, you can write out your declarations in terms of any contracts you would like to revoke. But in order for the declarations that you have written to achieve full power, they should also be spoken. So the next level of revoking witchcraft contracts needs to happen in the emotions. If we are speaking freedom and deliverance from witchcraft contracts in lower dimensional timelines, but we still feel lower frequency emotions like self-pity, self-doubt, hopelessness, fear, or paranoia, then the power of our words are diminished by these negative emotions because actually our emotions are a lot stronger than our words. So each level of revoking spiritual contract in word and emotion and in behavior, essentially it goes deeper and deeper. So our emotions are deeper than our words because our emotions are what actually give the words substance. Our emotions are actually what influence the energy of our auras as well. And because our emotions are more powerful than our spoken word, when it comes to revoking contracts, we also have to be revoking the negative emotional energy or negative emotional charge that we give these situations. in order for us to be released fully from them. So whatever you declare or revoke, the emotions must be in alignment with that word, because the moment we give certain energies a negative emotional response, it doesn't matter what we've spoken in word or what we've declared, the contract can be renewed based off our emotional investment. This is why I talked about how fighting and arguing in dreams or in real life is a way that we can be baited into witchcraft contracts. So our emotions are energetic agreements. We have to remember that there is a demonic force associated with nearly every negative emotion, from depression to rage to apathy to envy and etc. So being in certain emotional states can place us right into agreement with the dark force that rules over that energy, and can place us into agreements with contracts that we are trying to revoke with our words. Now let's get into the next level of revoking witchcraft contracts. And this is in the realm of our behaviors. So witchcraft contracts also have to be revoked in deed or in action. Because if we speak and feel that we are ready to close out witchcraft contracts, but we still behave in ways that align us with negative spiritual contracts, then our words, our emotions, and our actions come into conflict, and the revocation is essentially rendered ineffective. So as you revoke witchcraft contracts, close out karmic loops, and declare ascension above lowly timelines, your behavior must also support what you have spoken over your life, because the word without the work is dead. So revoking contracts is really about interchange and self-mastery. We have to change the attitudes and behaviors that brought us into alignment with karmic timelines and karmic people in the first place. Many of us have been playing out these same dynamics with our spiritual attackers for multiple lifetimes, whether you are aware of it or not. And so in order to change the script, we do that by changing our behavior. We do that by changing the decisions that we make on a daily basis. So there has to be a deeper commitment to our spiritual walk, to our ascension, to our enlightenment, if we wish to ascend to higher timelines where witchcraft can no longer have the same effect on us. So this process of ascension can look a lot of ways. This could involve you studying spiritual texts more, learning your own birth chart, learning astrology and numerology, cultivating inner peace through meditation, through intentional movement like dance and yoga, and overall seeking spiritual fulfillment over earthly fulfillment, right? So I hope this video was helpful. As always, I invite you to join the Patreon if you are ready to take your spiritual gifts to the next level. And I invite you to book a one-on-one session with me if there is a spiritual mystery in your life you'd like further enlightenment on. I am wishing each person who viewed this video nothing but love and peace. Ashe.